Hello. Welcome to the ETF2L Nations Cup Highlander edition. I'm your caster, Hartz, and with me co-casting tonight is Domaytoe. Domaytoe, how are you doing?
Good evening. I'm really hyped to be part of the prelude, the upbeat of the oncoming Nations Cup, and to actually cover the first game of this Nations Cup with you.
Tonight we have the nation of Scotland versus Romania. Now, I think on paper Scotland should be the better team, but have you looked into these teams? What do you think? Who should win tonight on paper?
So I have to admit, I checked back with people from the Romanian roster to actually give me a heads up, so I can remember all the names and stuff. But apparently, before 8, they didn't really know who would be playing. But I guess they figured it out now. So I don't know. On the looks of it, when I'm looking at Scotland roster right now, they have really good people, really good roster, but Nations Cup is always the place for some underdogs to come up big time and stuff. And I know some people, and we're actually going live, so I know some people. So should we just do a roster?
Go ahead please, because I'm connecting right now to the server.
Okay, now I will give you the duty to go down the Romanian. So I choose Scotland then. On the scout class we have Sheepy. On soldier, I think. Oh my, they haven't even all picked their main classes. I think that they're going to play. On pyro it's Ritalin. On heavy, I guess it's extra solar. On demo it's scrambled. On sniper it's Deox. On medic Frosty. Engineer will be Royal Flush, and I think Beast is on soldier with Cool Beans being their spyman.
It's quite some good players in there.
Yeah, happy to see people like Deox coming back to Highlander and stuff. No.
Scrambled is playing on my team heavy, and I'm looking forward to see what he can do tonight.
They already got semi-synced kills for the sentry, the suicide wave. I'm looking forward to this. I think they're prepared, they are ready for Highlander action. So okay, then you go down quickly the Romanian one. It's Gotti.cringe on the Scoutman, Shape on soldier, Pyro we have Hugo, Demos on demo, has one S too much. Tevi on heavy, Rob on engineer, Shampoo on the medic class, Nero on sniper, and Quiz on spy. As we go down the last 10 seconds.
I know Demos is quite a good player. I heard of Tavi, and some ring a bell for me, but I don't really know this player, how good they are. Obviously not necessarily the best, but I think they can step up tonight and try their best at beating Scotland.
Shape already goes down, but I think the suicide wave will be a bit delayed here, but the spike whiz was trying to make a bit on the right side. I like that. He's going for the demo right now, and he's really close. He whips the stab.
Yeah, fail stab though. He's just nervous, playing for his nation. Special demo is jumping in onto the sniper.
They got the dispenser pick. It's fine.
Yeah, that's good. No extra heals. Scramble going down, and the pop is coming in. Scramble got dropped there by Frosty.
They got a really good step on the gun as well, and the scout, Romanian scout, is behind them. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, and Scotland, they're already kind of passive. They are recommitting now with the sentry. And the med's on the and the spy's on the medic, and he gets him. So Romania is playing really well, and this should prompt the blue push coming in.
They're getting really good frags, so yeah, they can probably even push them out without... No, okay, Ritalin forces the over. Good force there, but I think the med was a bit too forward. But if they go aggressive now, Scotland are only 4 players up, they should already be taking this still, be quick before the spawns come in.
Yeah, exactly. They have a decent player advantage right now, and they should just go forward. They do decide to go tunnel though, which is fine. In the earlier Uber, the only bad thing was they dropped Demos. He got rushed and Medic just dropped him. That's a bit unfortunate. But besides that, it's still really well played. Now Scotland is in a hill hold. They have a passive sentry though. We'll see if Romania decides to dry push.
They already got a, like Rob got a scout pick, that's an opener. And they got Deox as well, that's a really good pick from Nero.
Scotland actually popped off the conch and went aggressive forward and got some kills.
Ritali? No, it was, sorry, Gotti Cringe, the scout man who got the frag on Frosty, and now Quiz comes in and backstabs the heavy, so that's like the majority of the Scottish combo down.
Yeah, this, Romania is playing really well now. They're getting key picks, and right now with a full Uber advantage and sentry down, they surely should get this point pretty soon.
They should be way more aggressive, I feel. Like, they have full advantage. Go in. Kill them. Frack them.
Demos, the Romanian demo, dropped out of window into a sticky trap and got dropped again. Need to make sure
big snap from Deox, killing Shampoo.
Headshots the medic, well played by him, giving Scotland the Uber advantage, which is very crucial in holding this next third point. 3 minutes for 2 points, pretty decent for Romania.
Yeah, I think the key here is to stop Deox. I can already see him developing a very strong position here if he like gets buffed by his medic constantly. You can, like, you have time now for suicides, because it's 80 versus 50% for the Scottish team anyway, so Romania can afford to have suicides because the card still takes a long way to roll forward. So I really think that like getting the pick advantage here, or like killing Deox, is the key to this point.
It's definitely a point where you need some picks, and now they do get Deox, and this prompts the push, and they're getting a lot of frags. Uber is popped off, and it doesn't look like the card's gonna be locked anytime, except they're running away from the card, and the Engie just fell to a clumsy, painful death. First pick kill of the
Ritalin. Big Ritalin. Frags demo and the medic. 2k for the Pyro Man with the flames.
Yeah, this was really interesting because Romania, they played really well, but then they just stopped focusing the card, and they just started doing that again right now. Now they're pushing the card, which is way too late. They could have capped this already out and have like a 5-minute time on third, which is really impressive.
I like the initial idea of the push we had before of Romania, but they flashed their scout. Like, they weren't really putting that much pressure on the Scottish combo, so they could perp like way later. But they got it like scout and demo Uber. They got their basics right, and we are about to see the next Uber exchange, as Ubers are like pretty much equal.
They both have it now, and Romania actually with a conch, and they drop demos again. That's the third drop on the demo. It's such a crucial class. But Romania is getting a lot of time on card, but they might cap it out. Scramble did go down, and Scotland does not have many players around, so I guess in the end still a good push by Romania, even though they dropped their demo for the third time.
Yeah, Scotland just got a bit ahead of themselves. Like, they chased frags, and in the end it was like, I think they got like 50-50 frags, like they got as many as the Romanian team did, but on the offense you just have way faster respawns, and you also have, like, when you got the setup down, you pretty much won this point if you just hold the corner. Now they already got it, yeah, they got Sheepy down, Sheepy getting a bit aggressive there on tracks.
So Ubers are equal at the moment. Scotland is in the top positioning. Deox sniping through main, maybe he can get a kill on the card.
Ritalin is hiding on their spawn. The Scottish
spawn.
Pyro is at their spawn.
The wrong
at the blue spawn.
Now he's at the correct spawn. Oh, and Quiz is in spawn and Shape as well, but he doesn't know. Ritalin, he gets spotted out.
Flank.
Hey, at least he lit 3 players on fire. It's at least
Yes.
something.
He gave the enemy pyro extinguishing points. That's a nice cause of him.
Yeah, especially when he's just on 6 points, it's really nice. Push through.
No, pyros stick together.
Okay, so both teams have the Uber now. We should see some sort of play, either just push in with the Uber or try to force the enemy team. But right now they're just sitting around, which is wasted time. And
I think the Scottish combo is really jumpable here. Like they have Deox and the medic in this corner.
And
They
the push
definitely
comes in from backstairs, Ubers are popped off. It looks like a better Uber for Scotland, and they also got a lot of kills elsewhere. So well
Yeah.
defended by Scotland. It's, I think, the first time they actually had a good defense here.
Scramble did a lot of damage on them while pushing an end. Like Shampoo couldn't flash all of them, so they got a lot of frags during the Uber. I think they just went into with too many people and couldn't flash all of them.
Yeah, and this should, well, I assumed Sir Frosty must have died because he does not have a Uber advantage. Yeah, apparently he got stabbed, so well played by, who's their spam? Quiz. This should give Romania a decent chance at pushing, and
They're getting frags now. Nero is fragging Frosty. They're getting all these little frags. Can really add up at the moment. They can just take the high ground because nobody's at the high ground. This is exactly what they're doing. So now they should like have Nero walking up on top, even though he's pretty weak.
Yeah, but the thing is, Shampoo got sniped by Deox. He actually got 2 shots off him. The first one was just a body shot, but afterwards he actually got the kill. And so Scotland should be able to regroup here and maybe claim the top area back. Ritalin is pushing it right now, but he's alone. Gets taken out. But, you know, it's pretty good.
Bit too much almost. I think Scotland are playing this a bit too aggressive at points in main. I think they should, yeah, they're going under now. This is the right call, I feel.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure about if you can be too aggressive, but there is a changement on top, and the Romanian heavy gets taken out, and Romania is backing off.
Demos does frag Frosty though on the way out, so Shampoo is now for 100%.
Oh, this is very big. This means Romania can just push in, and they use the Uber and they go directly to the spawn. It's very well played. They just take all of the positioning, but nobody's contesting the top area. Hugo is now pushing into the demo. And
now they need to get ground though. They need to get ground and like lock off these spawns, because in the long fight they will just probably get picked off all from main. This is what is happening. Like Beast is doing really well, protecting the balconies, picking off demos. Now Deox gets better out of Nero.
So right now we get to see the quote-unquote good players step up. Like Scrambled earlier got quite a few kills. Beast got a few kills right there. And that allows the Scotland to just re-establish, and having more experienced players on key classes like Demo and Soldier really pays off.
Boers are pretty much equal at them, and like 50% on both team, and I think Beast did really good on this high ground, but eventually I think he overcommitted a bit too much, and now the pick classes of the Scotmans are down, and Gothic Cringe is fragging the combo. He's doing chip damage. Okay, now.
Romania went just on top and took a lot of free positioning, but they just randomly got picked off, and now the Uber is forced, but they're getting a lot of kills.
Yeah, like they only have 3 up Scotland. Like now they should block off spawns, kill the sentry,
yeah, wow.
get your Solly on top left. They are pushing. Should work out though.
And that was very random, because Romania went like the front stairs up and started fighting, but they didn't get anything done, and they started losing players, so they backed out, and suddenly they find the Scottish combo and they just go mad and kill everything. Now almost a 11-minute time, a bit I wouldn't say disappointing after what we saw on the first 3 points, but I mean, they capped everything out, so maybe they can defend all the points.
Yeah, I mean for the first 2 points I was expecting it more as well. It's a bit anticlimactic, but it can still happen, you know. Like it's not a bad time really. It's above average. Okay, it's a bit above average, but it's still doable for them if they just like keep their performance up. I think they are not really getting outclassed a lot. It's just when these people like Diox and Beast is doing really well as well. If these people with experience also on the Scottish team just step up, then this can be a turning factor. But as long as everyone is pulling his weight and they're doing really well on the Romanian team at the moment, I think they can do this.
On the other hand, Shots Fired, Royal Flush and Cool Beans are clearly underperforming. Could be difficult attacking if you're basically missing 2 players in action, but you know, they now have the chance to step up and show why they're on the national team.
Royal Flush is an engineer. He can just stay on the card and farm easy points. It's fine. That's what you play engineer for.
Yeah, but Cool Beans, he has a tougher task, and he just ran with that slapper into the demo and got piped.
I'm really missing out on the suicide waves. I'm like, oh, there comes Scramble. No, I'm sorry. This was Extra Solar with the fist play. Didn't get anything done though.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. They have enough time. They can try again. The only bad thing right now, I would say, is they didn't send the spy to the red spawn to take down the tether. It's such a crucial thing to do because it just adds all of that walking distance to the respawn time. Another suicide coming in from on top, Extra Solar, getting scout. No, it gets cleaned up by this.
They're getting really picked off here, and this Uber will be really bad because there only have 2 people in this Uber. Like, was this a suicide wave or was this an Uber? I think they couldn't decide, and now they're getting punished.
Yeah, that was badly played. Like, either miscommunication or just really bad timing. And to Frosty, he's staying alive, but there's still spam on him. He seems to be safe now. Yeah, it's a bit underwhelming from Scotland. They have all the big names here, I think, so they should be doing better. Scramble is going in, showing aggression here, and Extra Soul is also in, and it looks like they're finally getting things done.
Yeah, they did well there. Like they just dry pushed because the Romanian team was giving them all the space that they basically just took top left from the offender's perspective, and then they just dry pushed it basically with a good step on the gun from Cool Beans as well. So at the moment, it's basically 5 up only from the Scots. No, I'm sorry, from the Romanian team.
Yeah, Scotland actually spawn camping right now, and you know, Nation Cup, it's not the most skillful competition. Like even the best teams are not, even the best teams are not as good as Prem teams mostly. So you don't have to play the normal meta. And that means you can just go spawn camp if you decide to. That's a valid strategy, to just go in, take a fight. Doesn't matter if you have Uber, doesn't matter how many players you have. If you can out-DM them, you can try, and they're just doing it right now.
Tevi is on a roll at the moment, sorry. But he just killed Scramble and he literally forced the Uber all by himself there.
But the rest of Scotland is just going forward. Look at Riddle and Go. He's M1ing, just everyone gets cleaned off, but Romania is on their last.
I still think they can do it. Like the cards so far back, like I don't know if they all went back this, but Extra Solar is in. He's on the medic, but chooses to target the full buff demo instead, and now he should go down. Yes, and he got the demo as well.
And Cool Beans just killed the medic Shampoo, so he's stepping up as well, making some crucial picks here, giving Scotland the advantage. And yeah, sure, Romania can get back here, it's not over, but Scotland is just showing so much dominance right now, just by showing aggression. It's not that they have the best Ubers right now, but when the enemy doesn't have the Uber as well, then you know, you can just out-DM them, and they seem to be doing well.
I think this will be really tough. Like 6 minutes 40 is a lot of time. You can fail a lot of these pushes. And they don't like they even have a 20%, 20-30% ad. So, and they're already taking high ground. I don't think it's a good choice of Romania to actually give them all that much ground, as Shampoo goes down by Bees.
Yeah, Bees is jumping down through the little hole in the floor on top, picking off the medic. Romania just had their medic and demo up there, and they just got picked off. It's just not enough if you want to hold up there. You need more than 2 players, you need a lot of players. But Tavi cleaning up on card, getting 2 kills or even 3.
It's DM time right now. I actually think, yeah, Romania is getting the upper hand right now with the respawns and the high ground. I think they played that pretty well. I don't know. I think like Scotland should have focused more on maybe denying the respawns instead of all being on the card. But
yeah, Romania is definitely doing the best in their situation, and it paid off. Now they have the perfect positioning to defend. Scotland is pushing up the stairs, but you know, they're just spamming that stairs, and Scotland is getting nowhere. They're just eating damage and damage. And we'll see who wins in a long time. Demos going down. It's so messy, but it looks like Scotland bullied out Romania from the top area. But Ubers are equal, so it's not over yet. Hugo is flanking back there, gets caught out though.
Ah, Royal Flash fisting the spy. I think. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can actually use this word. He gunslingered the spy down. And now, well, Shampoo went down. Did he? What? Did he drop?
I guess that it must have been a drop.
I didn't see a Uber anywhere. I'm sorry, I didn't see red players.
I mean, maybe he popped it, switched off of it to take a fight, but that would be dumb. So I guess it was a drop.
Yeah, it probably was. Maybe he was thinking this is the Nations Cup 4, but you can't get carried by picking up your miniguns, so Scotland basically got this now, and it's 1-0 in their favor. Yes, the Frosty is pushing the card in. The medic doing the job, like always.
You know, if you drop your ultimate, you don't get to use it.
Yeah, this is a serious game here. You get punished, and then you don't have like a get out of jail for free card, basically.
Yeah, so Scotland getting the first round of the game, getting some crucial points. And we will look at the log, and let's see kills. Scrambled and Bees stepping up, top fragging together, who are also both are my teammates, so I'm happy about that. And Bees even getting 1 air shot. That's absolutely impressive for Highlander. 1 air shot.
I love Highlander mains, Highlander soldier mains. But yeah, I think the flank of Scotland did really well controlling the fights. And let's see, like I also felt, I don't know if this was unjustified, but I felt like Deox was getting the better out of Nero. But they actually Nero won the sniper fight, Big Nero.
Yeah,
Sniper v Sniper.
That was just 1 more kill, 6-7 for Nero, but Deox got 6 frags elsewhere, 3 on the medic, which is crucial. Now, let's talk about Cool Beans. Bottom fragging on 3 kills, but he got the medic twice and a heavy, so he's making those kills worth it at least.
I just looked at it as you said it. I feel really bad because I have been in the same shoes. 0.2 KD doesn't look that good, but you know, if you add up all the, like I saw some really good sentry subs and stuff, and this can really help out your team. But you know, sentry frags are not represented in the logs.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta find some sapper damage. Nothing much else to say for the logs. Everyone else was pretty average, I guess, if you can say so.
I think for Romania also, even though they're a bit down, but I think their flank did good as well. Like this is a game of flanks at the moment. I kind of feel like I don't know, like the combos are clashing at points. Sometimes when they just cross, and sometimes they just stumble upon each other, and then it decides who wins the combo fight. But in general, I think the pick class is not as much maybe at the moment, but I think the flank are doing, like, deciding this game at the minute.
Yeah, Romania was very good, I should say, for the first 2 points on offense. 3 minutes for second point against arguably a better team is very impressive. But, you know, they choked on the third point and fourth point, and those are the more difficult points to push. And they need to try better there. There was a lot of, like, time wasting over there from Romania, where they would just sit around, wait to get the Uber, and then do something. But you know, you can just go do something before you have the Uber. You can go suicide your players, and after they respawn, you push with your Uber. And I think they didn't do that as well on third and last. It just seemed more Scotland made a mistake at some point in their defense, and they managed to cap out the point. Will you agree with that, or what's your take on that offense?
Well, the thing is, just saying that, I don't know, it's more a combination of, I don't know, Scotland doing something not good in Romania, like not doing something good on their own, but just like who plays worse, basically, if I can say that in these kind of exchanges. But I also think that Romanian got their main meta game down. Basically, I can already see the Highlander strats.
Yeah, but, and we have a pause in the pre-game. Obviously, yes. The pause will happen 90 seconds in the future. So we'll soon be live in setup time and stuff.
This is amazing. We can talk more about cosmetics on floating players.
Yeah, where's Toast? Oh, he doesn't play in either nation. Demos has an unusual.
Amazing.
It's nice.
And I think the Royal Flush even has three unusuals. Is that correct? This is literally more than I have on my bank account at the minute.
If we can get the camera on the demo. Yeah. And then we go slightly to the side to the scout. He has the Manco hat. I think it's in the online Manco hat. I'm not sure, but that's some fine looking baseball cap.
But yeah, like what you said earlier, I think there's the potential of Romania to step it up in their, I don't know, in their offense. I haven't been quite convinced of the defensive positions they are going at times, but in, you know, like Highlander is a very interesting game mode. You can win if the enemy team is doing worse than you, instead of like outplaying them all that much. That sounds pretty rough. I think they are doing pretty good considering the names on the enemy team and the overall like matchup of the teams and players.
Yeah, right now you just gotta ready up, go out there and play better Highlander. And there's lots of ways how you can play Highlander, so there's always the option to win and
yes,
move on to. I mean, 2 years ago was the last Nation Cup Highlander one, and Ukraine, I think, went into the final. I mean, they have quite a lot of experienced players, but still quite a small nation. And they just went out there, played well, and got really far. And, you know, Scotland can do the same, Romania can do the same, Switzerland can't do the same, because
yes,
we only have one active player. I got a story to tell about the Swiss national team. Earlier this year, I got added by some random Mick player, and he said, "Oh, I want to play on the national team, Switzerland." I was like, "Okay, you give me your ETF2L profile, and I look what I can do." And I go on the profile, and it just says Italy, the Italy flag, the Italian flag. Like, yeah, nice. Maybe you want to go in that nation? And he was like, "Nah, I'm Swiss." Like, I contact the admins, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he used to be Swiss, but then he changed to Italian, and now he wants to change back to Swiss. But, you know, he's not getting to play in the Nation Cup at all. He's banned in the Nation Cup. So there goes my only player that's interested in Nation Cup.
I wanted to say he literally doubles your possible player account for Switzerland when playing for them.
Absolutely. And that's the interest in Switzerland, as we are going back live. This time Scotland attacking first, and they will set the time. Deox actually timed out earlier, that's why we had the pause. He doesn't seem to have the best internet.
I don't think he needs to reconnect to turn on his hacks. I think he's doing pretty well without them at the minute.
Yeah, and if he does that, then maybe he should have done it in the pre-game to not keep us waiting.
Yeah.
So rude.
Those Highlander mains. I actually think that I can't really decide. I think the suicide wave of Romania actually was a bit better, a bit more synced. They have way more synced spawns, and I think I have to refresh my head for a second.
Well, I think the first suicide from Scotland was kind of good. Like the timing was good as they went in at the same time. They just didn't get anything done. I think they got one pick on the soldier, and besides that, 6 players just melted away and did nothing. So, I mean, maybe they just got unlucky and they can do it better right now. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna follow Cool Beans. It's on the right.
Okay,
he's not cloaked up, that's good.
Man.
Just checking the area. He is on Dead Ringer and he gets milked.
I don't know how
he just he gets milked. Yeah, he gets milked and he just does not care. Just goes forward, doesn't decloak, gets shot by people. Okay, and Deox gets a pick on the Shampoo.
+2.
Big plays by him though.
And we do have another pass, I think.
Yeah, looks like Deox just wrecked the medic, and you know, he got all excited and kicked out his Ethernet cable.
Or maybe he just completely decimated the server. The server was not prepared for the medic drop. But I was also confused how Beast could literally walk up to the enemies, like almost to the medic, even though he jumped top then, but he literally walked there. Everyone like was looking at him a bit, but nobody was actually shooting. I was really confused if they're playing friendly TF2 now or if they just didn't care. Really weird to see.
So Romania is quite in trouble right now. I mean, right now they have player advantage, but Scotland will respawn pretty soon, and then they'll just push this first point. It's gonna be hard for them to... I mean, when Scotland pushes in, they just need to force the Uber and back out. But Scotland can just chase them as far as they want to, and then Romania can, well, they might just die altogether, and then they're even in bigger trouble. So they have to watch out right now what they do and how they respond.
I'm still not convinced by the suicide wave of either team. They're doing 50% of the suicide wave right, which is dying, but they're actually not getting the frags with it, I feel. Like, they're relying a bit on these... Some of the pick classes do go huge and stuff. I don't feel like they have the Highlander... I don't know, maybe... A lot of these players haven't played Highlander in a long time, I feel, so maybe they just need to ease into the Highlander meta game again.
Yeah, I disagree. It's actually just a huge distraction play, just for Deox to get a clear shot on the medic. I mean, you don't need anything else. Just let the ETF2L Highlander champion, like, premiership.
I forgot Upward was a sniper dominated map, as well as like Product, Bomb Tick, or Gullywash, or literally every Highlander map.
You know, Deox has the laser sniper thing skin. No idea what's it called, but it's alien technology. It just ends by itself.
It's the shooting star. I think it's out of this world. He even has the sky. I'm pretty scared. I would drop to the sky if I just were to look at him, and I would main medic. Good thing I don't. But at the minute, like, the Romanian team, to say something about the game, is like already retreating, and Frosty is not even out on this one. He's just healing someone. Don't see who's actually healing. Ah, the spy. He's healing the spy. Get his priorities right in spawn.
Well, there's not much he can do right now. All of his players are dead because of the suicide. But yeah, they should be going out as soon as they spawn. They probably shouldn't even use Uber on first. They maybe can just bully Romania out. Because they don't have any buffs at all, and if they just stay in and take a fight, they'll lose too many players. I'm not sure what Shape and Demos is doing right now. They seem to be jumping backwards to second, but there doesn't seem to be anything there.
Maybe they just want to back out. I don't know if I think it's a really tough decision if even like the enemy medic is still in spawn and such. If you really want to overcommit, because this can really backfire. Because if you get like your Demo and Soldier on a 15-second respawn wave, I mean, I think the forward hold is pretty much done at this point anyway, with the big advantage that Scotland have in in terms of players and Ubers. But yeah, like it's a tough decision. I think this is the right choice to back out. You should probably keep all of your team alive.
Yeah, looks like they're backing out because the Heavy, the Sniper, and the NG are all looking towards second, which would be very weird.
Well, maybe they are confused. We saw Ritalin spawn camping the wrong spawn before.
Anyway, let's talk about the actual format in Nations Cup. They changed it a bit where the Group 1, all teams in Group 1 are considered good teams, like England and I think Finland and some others.
Yeah, like
and
Germany.
Germany, what's the fourth?
Denmark.
Oh, I thought it was the USSR led by Catman, but I guess not.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say when you mentioned Ukraine. Even though if does Ukraine play this Nations Cup? I actually have no clue. Maybe they should just form a super Russian team as we go live again.
Yeah, we're back here, and they indeed backed out Romania. Nero sniped Ritalin and escapes with 8 HP. Looks like they will have a forward hold, but they probably won't have Uber in time, and that's still a bad thing. It's just upon Scotland if they push fast enough to make it happen.
Sorry, I'm retrying. They broke the hut again with a power pass.
Yeah, looks like Scotland is in tunnel right now, pushing the card heavy. But they still have all of their combo way back, so push isn't gonna come in anytime soon, and Romania looks like they could get this Uber in time to defend this properly, which is a pretty good response from dropping your meta and first. Like, they do have the Uber now, and they just need to defend well, and they can win this easily. Demos is spamming the Heavy and he takes him out. And some other players get taken out, so Frosty died to Quiz. And Scotland actually playing with 8 players right now, without a sniper.
This is commitment. My game crashed as well, so happy solo cast. I'm back there in 5 seconds.
Yeah, this cast has now turned into a demo review, except we are live and can see the players choke in real time. Let's follow Cool Beans, because that's always fun. Jumps over the rock and he stabs the Heavy and gets taken out, but that's good, and Beast jumping in gets the Sentry and Rob the NG, so Scotland just stepping up with 8 players, and they actually got they got their spy sub in, and Cool Beans is now playing Sniper. So let's see if he can step up on Sniper. He did get 2 headshots last round, so maybe Sniper is his true power.
They are getting the frags here, the Romanian team.
Yeah,
like at the minute they are doing really well controlling this, and like the scout is okay. He ignored the sniper, but in general they are pretty much okay. Even though they are 5 down now, so yeah, Scotland got this point.
Shampoo is being taken out by Sheepy. Earlier, Cool Beans already won his first sniper versus sniper. I'm hyped for the Cool Beans trade.
Yeah, I think he can literally... This is comeback time, remark my words. This is... he's getting the bet out of Nero.
Oh, it's already 2-0. Oh man, I wished he'd started a duel to show, then we just had the lots instantly. And
he almost got as many frags as in his first round in Spy in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's just amazing. What was Scramble thinking putting him on Spy? It's clearly sniper main. Screw Deox.
But at the minute, like, the Scots have a fat Uber advantage, even though they are losing a few players. But if Romania actually don't step up and make use of their number advantage, I don't think they will actually contest this point.
Yeah, looks like Scotland is just backing out, even though they have Uber. They just don't have enough players to stay in here. But they're
like half-committing here. Like Romania is half-committing. I don't know. Like they should decide are they in or out.
It's just the entry that's on loss, which is fine. Like, they're doing great here. They even now they defended long enough, so they get the Uber, and now they actually counter pop and have the better Uber. If they can get some frags here, and they all chase the Pyro.
The Pyro! What is Pyroing?
Out of all of the players they could chase, they chased the Ubered Pyro.
I think the Pyro was actually not, I don't know, overcommitting. He was just baiting the entire enemy team. I love Pyros existing.
Absolutely. A bit of miscommunication, and Shampoo on 10 HP under the point disconnected. Oh, he dodges the rocket and he escaped.
And like Frosty gets taken down by Demos, so they have a 40-50% advantage now.
Yeah, last time...
And he's stealing the Spy at spawn!
Last
I think he got like 2 or 3 stars.
Last time Romania was able to re-establish their hold on last, getting top and their Uber, and so maybe they can do the same. They are going aggressive in main and are using their Uber aggressively, and they get Frosty again and scrambled as well. Demos finally going huge. He was a bit underperforming last round, but right now he's carrying Romania a long way, and this could be the hold that saves it all for Romania.
Yeah, that's the turning point. Okay, as Cool Beans does get taken down, so Nero has a... I think he gets the superiority on the sniper sidelines right now.
I think it's 2-2 right now between the snipers. I'm not sure, maybe I missed it.
No! What is the blue Spy doing? EM. He was tapping the dispenser who was completely placed the wrong way, so he can always... Like, it's not actually blocking the Spy from going up there. You don't have to sap it, you know? You don't have to nudge it into the engineer's face.
I just love entries that place it not in the middle, so Spies can just run up there, zap your sentry, shoot you in the face, and then do a Spy crap taunt. You know, it's just a wonderful thing you get to experience in TF2, especially Highlander, that you don't get in other games.
Nero overextending a bit too much there for my likings. They're, like, Romania is, their pick class is down. They're losing people slowly on the flanks.
Yeah, the cart's rolling back right now. Extra Solar does get on the cart right now, but it was rolling back for like a solid 10 seconds or so, which is really bad for them. And yeah, Scotland, they use the Uber and the counter
Frosty has fought at like 20%. I think they are winning the... I don't know, Romania are cleaning up the people on the high ground. This is a really good position at the moment, and Frosty even gets sniped by Nero.
Yeah, and you know, defending is slightly easier than attacking, and when the defensive hold is just in the advantage of the defender, as it is on upward loss, the attacking team can just struggle, and Shampoo gets body shot by Cool Beans. Cool Beans bringing out the creme body shots to make a difference in this map.
I think Cool Beans is actually pretty much on fire. I think should change his name because he's carrying his team at the moment, I kind of feel like. And Extra Solar actually gets gunned down by the stationary sentry gun.
Superior movement right there by the sentry placement, clearly. Shampoo gets sniped by Cool Beans again. Another prim body shot. Scramble gets taken out. Oh, it's so messy right now. Both teams are losing players, but it looks like Scotland is capitalizing. If they can
the gun is really the key here at the minute.
Yeah.
If they can keep the gun up, they have like respawns in one. Like, and the medic actually walks into the gun, and they're all dying at the gun. The gun is on a 2k.
Yeah, when superior sentry placement positioning stops being a meme and comes actually true.
Yeah, I honestly think you should just replace your heavy with a stationary sentry gun, because this sentry gun just literally is safe. And they even have 40% advantage now, the Romanian team.
Extra Solar all alone on the court. He's getting focused.
Yeah.
Tavi picking him off, but then
the pit claimed its victim.
Painful death. Oh, it's always nice to see. Oh, it's so messy again, but Scotland, finally they do cap it out. 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Slightly slower than the Romanian, sorry, slightly faster than the Romanian time that was set in the first round, but slower than their previous time. So Romania seems to be improving right now. Maybe they can just push this out. 9 minutes, it's an average time, but that's a lot of time, especially if you get the first 2 points fast like they did last time.
That was really hype for Romania there. I think what really made the difference was actually Kubins getting all the body shots you can ever get on Shampoo. Because in general, like, Romania did pretty good holding this last point, and I think Scrambled is doing a sticky trap smiley. That's the right attitude. That's how you win. But I still think Romania can do this. Like 9:24. I don't know. Like this might be a slight bit above average time. Like, teams can be comfortable with that, but I don't know. If I were in Scotland's shoes, if they're actually taking this serious, then I wouldn't be as comfortable as they could have been, as we're going live again from the pre-game time.
It seems that Romania, they don't have the better players, but on average they're more consistent, they're better on average, while we see some players struggling on Scotland a lot. So
Kubin's got the big scout frag.
Yeah.
Amazing. And the
Cool
as well.
Beans, yeah. Like Cool Beans, he played bad earlier, but now he's stepping up, and Sam is on the medic. Why is the medic already out? I don't know, but he does survive. And
he was just luring into us, thinking that he couldn't step up to the pit, but now he's carrying. At the minute, I'm still missing the suicides though. The scout's bunking in, so everything is fine. Nobody can kill him.
Shampoo out again, and looks like Romania will be pushing pretty soon. Demos is walking forwards now. He's actually jumping forward, so maybe this suicide. He does get scrambled and the dispenser, so
the Romanian scout's doing really well, always like getting the attention from the main side. He's always bunking behind, and I think they're getting caught off at points. We still have to see Uber exchange though. I don't know if this... I'm so confused by these suicide waves, and now Cruz gets backstep onto Extra Solar.
Absolutely, like... Okay, now the Uber comes out, but... you lost already so many players, they do get the dispenser pick. I mean, that's nice.
I think they can win this though, like they have the number advantage. Like they should be way more aggressive. At this point they had like really bad, and now the spy gets the sap, but they don't quite follow up. I think they could have been way more aggressive, the Romanians, yeah, and caught out the medic when he was only Ubered with a demo man on tracks without support.
Yeah, I think they should play a bit more with more confidence right now, because they brought their medic out, but then they just didn't really push seriously. They just did something, but it sure wasn't a real push until very late when they already lost key players. But now they're actually dry pushing into tunnel, which is already much better. They pick off the soldier, and they probably will get this pyro as well.
Demo is on 4 HP, big reflect, almost got the demo there. But Nero gets the better out of Kubians this time, showing the sniper dominance, and speaking of dominance, Quiz also gets the backstep on the Pyro class. Talk me through card counter.
Yeah. The Romanian Uber comes in on the scout in demo, and they do get Scrambled and Frosty and the NG right now, so this is a really good push here on second. They got most out of their Uber, and
yeah, they're winning this big time there. I think this was a bit of a messy thing of Scotland to do. They literally had extra Solar sitting on top with the other class eating a sandwich while the rest of the team pushed in. I think the combo was slightly split apart there from Scotland, which is this point.
And right now, it's 6 minutes left. Scotland just respawns, and Romania's just going forward and doing damage. They need even more players forward. Seem to be dropping key players. Shampoo gets taken out by Bees, which is crucial, but Scotland has lost so many players right now. They can't block Cart anytime soon. Scramble is fighting all alone, but he can't just take on the world by himself. He's not a demo main, he's a heavy main.
Yeah, he got less health on the demo main class
right now. But Romania just got so much time right now. It's already up the first ramp, and
I think they should play the safe though. I feel like Scotland might be okay. They got a decent hold now, so I think we're actually resetting on this third point.
Yeah, looks like it.
Gets the backstep onto Ritalin, so they can work something. And I like if the Pyro goes down on this point, because you can get a bit more with their spam classes. As I think Beast was just a fake jump. Shape.
Romania is pushing in with their heavy and demo, and they do get a lot of positioning. They need players on the card though, otherwise it's for nothing, and heavy demo gets taken out and then heavy gets taken out. But the NG is pushing the card all alone, but he's not gonna get it up the ramp. It's a bit miscommunication, I'd say. They committed to a push, which is fine, they can do that, but the Pyro didn't go with them, the Sniper wasn't with them, the Soldier wasn't there. The only guy that was pushing with them was an NG, and he was on card. The Uber gets popped off right now, and again,
I think they got forced really early there. I mean, the gun goes down and everything, but the problem was that the Scots had a superior positioning on their flank, so they could force them early, and like Sheepy is cleaning up people on tracks. He's trying that at least. He's scaring away the demo man, so
yeah. Shape does take down the Frosty somewhere on the flank. But, you know, Romania, they were so slow with the rest of the team. The Uber was fine, but the rest of the team was nowhere. It took 10 seconds to even bring a person to the card. And
they are somehow winning this though, like Ritalin was on Shampoo, almost got him down there, but
that's the amazing
quite make it happen.
Scotland just chokes and they start losing players when they shouldn't, when they should be winning, and Romania just gets away with it. And 3 minutes 30 Uber advantage in favor of Romania. They could do it. They can win here. Just need to force out Scotland out of the top area, and right now it's just a medic and demo and heavy up there, and Uber comes in and Scotland doesn't have it yet. Extra soul get taken out.
Oh, and Frosty goes down. Big demos. I don't